guys, welcome to another side episode of Culture News. We have a big episode for you guys today. Chainsaw Man trailer has finally been announced, and Mappa Studios did not disappoint at all. Visually, it was truly stunning, and I'll be getting my trailer reaction in a few minutes. Also, Kaiju No. 8 anime has officially been announced. Also, DC has been effing up all over the place, and now Batgirl has been officially canceled. Also, we finally got the official release date for Joker 2. And before we start, guys, please hit the subscribe button. We're officially on the road to 1,000. All right, start with the anime section. I'll be getting my reaction to Chainsaw Man, and here we go, baby. All right, we got three guys walking to a warehouse. Here we go, mocking. Oh, there's blood all over the place. One thing about Chainsaw Man, there will be a lot of blood. And visually, this looks really stunning right now. Oh my god, this can be a part of Jujutsu Kaisen. Like I said before, this looks really good. Oh, Denji, we got Pochita. Oh my god, I'm so hyped for Chainsaw Man finally coming out. Oh, Makima, I simp for Makima. She's easily one of my favorite characters in the story. Oh, Aki. Aki's a good character in the story as well too. Yes, I'm gonna be fanboying over Chainsaw Man. Oh, Power! Her voice fits her very perfect. I'm excited for Power in the show and think her butt naked right now. That's funny. Power's a dope character. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Here we go. We got Denji when he was a kid. We got Pochita and Denji. Oh man, he is getting beat up right now. Everything from the trailer showing, I believe, like from the first few chapters of the manga. All right, it's all black. Oh, here we go. He's transforming Chainsaw Man. Oh my god, the saw just popped out of his goddamn face. Forgot how gruesome it is. This looks really good. Oh my god. This right here is on par with Jujutsu Kaisen. How visually stunning it looks. And oh my god. Here we go. Power again, baby. Oh, these devils look so damn good. Aki. Ooh, this, oh my god, they made Chainsaw Man look really good. At first I was really skeptical about the 3D animation, but this looks really good. I'm excited for Chainsaw Man. Let's go, baby. Also, comment below, let me know what you guys about the trailer. Visually, do you think it's on par with Jujutsu Kaisen? Also, are you excited for Chainsaw Man? And also, what do you think about Makima? Oh my god, she is truly beautiful. And also, I love me some Power as well too. And Chainsaw Man will be coming out in October. October has a powerhouse lineup. I'll be talking about in a few minutes. And comment below, are you guys excited for Chainsaw Man? Let's go, baby. And moving on to some other anime news. Kaiju No. 8 anime has officially been announced in about damn time. This manga has been truly phenomenal. And it's like a typical, 16-year-old. This man, I think he's in his early 30s. He's picking up shit. These are kaijus. They're basically just monsters that could be having throughout the city, and they have a special force that takes them down. And eventually, he wants to become a part of that special force. Won't dive too into it because it could be very spoiler heavy, but I'm truly excited for Kaiju No. 8 anime coming out. And I think it's going to be the next big one. Like, it could be on par with Attack on Titan. The art and animation if they do this truly right. I just cannot wait for Kaiju No. 8. News we're dealing with Kaiju No. 8. Kaiju No. 8 by Noah is going on a 1-month hiatus to prepare for the series' upcoming development. The next chapter is scheduled to be published on September 2nd at Shonen Jump Plus app. And I just read the last chapter. And they're setting up for a big war arc, and I just cannot wait because right now it was just kaiju come popping up all over the city. I think like in the mountains, in the city. It was just all over the place, and they were just causing havoc. And right now we're going to the war arc when it comes to kaiju. And the ending, oh my god, seeing the mom again. Like I thought to be too deep into it, but it was truly great. And if you notice, once again, so many mangakas are taking so many breaks. Like I said, Boruto has taken a 1-month break. Tabata has taken a 3-month break. Oda has taken a 1-month break, and now Kaiju No. 8. I mean, they've been known for taking a lot of breaks as well too for 1 month, but getting ready for this war arc, I'm okay with it as long as they deliver. And I'm truly excited for September 2nd. The war officially begins against the Kaiju. And the final news dealing with Kaiju No. 8. Kaiju No. 8 has reached 8 million copies in circulation. And that's without an anime. It's been truly doing a phenomenal job. And like I said, the anime is going to just boost his numbers really high, just like how Spy X Family's anime has boosted numbers as well too. So watch out for Kaiju No. 8. Maybe it'll probably come out late 2023, early 2024. And also finally, like I said before the beginning of the show, October is having one of the biggest lineups of all time. Since I've been, I started watching anime heavy, really deep into it, like early 2017. I have not seen something like a lineup like this. We got Chainsaw Man, The Return of Bleach, Mob Psycho Season 3, and then Liberation War arc dealing with My Hero. This right here is going to be some grade A phenomenal shit right here. I'm just so excited. There's no words that can comprehend how excited I am for these 4 lineups right here. Can be an all-time great. Right here, you got Chainsaw Man, making his first debut. Got the final war arc with Bleach. Mob Psycho, I'm not too sure. I mean, I've been to anime only, but I'm excited for that as well. This is the final season, and the Liberation War can be on par with Marine 4 if they do it correctly. I am excited for this anime season coming up right now, and let's go, baby. If you're an anime fan, let's go, baby. I am fanboy right now, and I apologize. Hey guys, like I said at the beginning of the show, DC has been effing up all over the place. And I want to bring in a good friend of mine who's been in the show before. Tyler, please introduce yourself. Where can they find
Name's,
you at?
name's Tyler Marchich. They can find me at TM Catering LLC.
All right, so before we start the DC F up, the one thing that we both can agree on is the Joker. The Joker was a very, very good movie. It's officially been announced that Lady Gaga will officially be in Joker 2, that we already knew about it. Also, official promo has been released, where it's just them dancing in the background. And it's been saying that it will be released on October 4th, 2024, and Joker 2 will take place largely in Arkham Asylum. With that being said, I am all for an Arkham Asylum movie and seeing, the true grit of Joaquin Phoenix Jokers. Joaquin did a phenomenal job as a Joker. Let's not forget, guys. And Lady Gaga, one thing we can say about her, she changed her career around. Both agree that Lady Gaga has done a phenomenal job with the music, but now she has done even a better job with the acting career. She did a great role in Gucci. I didn't watch, but I saw some clips and she did a phenomenal job. And Lady Gaga will be playing Harley Quinn, which I believe that she can do a phenomenal job. And them two together, it's gonna be beautiful chemistry, in my opinion. Now, it's also been said that it's gonna be a possibility of a musical. Now, the only way it works if there's some few parts that don't are being a musical. I'm okay with that. Because remember, in the first movie, there was time where he's daydreaming, he's dancing, doing all these crazy things. Those worked out. Now, if the entire movie is a musical, I don't know about that, in my opinion. But I believe in, Philip Todd, that he's gonna do a phenomenal job with directing. And then Joaquin Phoenix, he doesn't take, these roles unless he knows it's gonna be good. And like I said before, he won an Oscar for his performance as a Joker. He did a phenomenal job, and I'm excited for Joker 2. I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll have to wait another 2 years. I'm okay with that. Get it right. That's my biggest thing. Take your time, get it right, and I'm okay with that. What's your thoughts on Joker 2?
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for it. Also, like you were saying, just to actually have it take place in Arkham Asylum, was actually pretty cool because it also, when I heard it was taking place in Arkham Asylum, it kind of reminded me of the Batman game from Arkham Asylum, and which made me even more excited for it because you never seen any really Batmans that like take place in Arkham. Like they show maybe in like TV show The Gotham, they might have showed a couple clips about it and everything, but it was never no story about like Arkham Asylum itself. So for them to take place in there is actually pretty good. I'm actually excited for that. Lady Gaga, as Harley Quinn, like you said, she has turned her career around in movies. She was always known for being a top musician, like you were saying. But she did a really good job with that movie with Bradley Cooper. I forget the name of the title, but I heard she did a really good job with the singing and everything. And I'm actually intrigued to see how she would do. And especially like you were saying, if it's going to be a musical, like you were saying, just get it right. If you're going to do a musical, just do it right. Make sure you get everything right. Take your time. You guys have 2 years to do this movie. Don't be rushing anything and trying to like overdo the first movie and stuff like that. Just take your time and go right with it. But I'm actually really excited for it. We have to wait 2 more years, like you were saying, for it to come out. But I'm all in all, I'm really excited. I have faith in Todd Phillips. Also, he's a really good director. He did really good movies in the past, and I'm just excited. I just really want to see how he's going to do Arkham Asylum. Really.
Yes, yes. And moving on to the DC, where they've been fumbling the ball for the past, I'm gonna say about 6, 7 years already. And it's announced that Batgirl test audience reportedly thought the film was a bad episode of TV. That is truly hard. They pulled the plug the other day to cancel the Batgirl, which I think already in post-production. And before we even give our thoughts, this is the director's, his quotes, on the cancellation. We are saddened and shocked by the news. We still can't believe it. As directors, it's critical that our work be shown to the audience. And while the film was far from finished, we wish that our fans all over the world would have had the opportunity to see and embrace the final film themselves. And maybe one day they will. Our amazing cast and crew did a tremendous job and worked so hard to bring Batgirl to life. We are forever grateful to have been a part of that team. It was a dream to work with such fantastic actors like Michael Keaton, J.K. Simmons, Brendan Fraser, Jacob, Corey Johnson, Rebecca Front, and especially the great Leslie Grace, who portrayed the Batgirl with so much passion, dedication, and humanity. In any case, as a huge fans of Batman since we were little kids, it was a privilege and an honor to have been a part of the DCU. Even if it was for a brief moment, Batgirl for life. My thoughts on this should have never been made. The whole thing is with DCU, they should have followed. We'll talk about it more in a bit. They should have followed the blueprint of the MCU. Put out the big dogs first, and then work your way till you can put out these little side characters. Like how basically how the Marvel has done it. When Moon Knight had his own TV show, Loki having his own TV show, like Batgirl should not have been a movie. It should have been a 3 or 4 episode TV show, in my opinion. Now you wasted all this money, and for the audience to think it was a bad TV episode just showed you that it was gonna flop. And Warner Brothers knew, like, damn, this is gonna be a flop. In the past few DC movies has been pretty bad. Not the Batman movie, I'm not gonna talk about that, but everything in the DC universe hasn't been that good. The sequel to Wonder Woman hasn't been good. The Aquaman was okay. Shazam was okay. The 4 hour Justice League was okay. The 4 hour movie, but still there was like so many plot holes in that movie. Batman vs Superman should have been a 2 part movie. Man of Steel was a phenomenal movie to start the universe, in my opinion. Wonder Woman 1 was a good movie, but they just been fumbling back all over the place, and it sucks. You know, these actors put their hard work in, regardless if it looked like shit, they still put the time in. If it looked like cancel like this, should have converted to a HBO Max TV series, in my opinion, instead of everybody just feeling like shit. Like, damn, we just wasted our time, months and months and months in this production. And like I said, once again, DCU, you're failing us once again. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, pretty much you summed up everything on that one. But they have been messing up for quite a while now, and this is like you're saying, it's like one of these movies that should have never been made. It should have been probably tested in a TV show first, and then see how like go to test run it with it. I mean, they had a phenomenal cast. It sounded like Michael Keaton back as Batman, J.K. Simmons back as Commissioner Gordon, Brandon Fraser as Firefly. Like that was going to be really, it would have been interesting to do. But I think it's more. How can I say this? It's more not political into it. It's more the higher ups, I think, of CEO of Warner Brothers. I think they're trying to do too much at once. Like they're trying to be Marvel, but they're trying to be DC. It's like you have to pick one at this point. Either you're going to follow the blueprint of Marvel or you're just going to be DC. Me personally, I like the DC movies that came out. I liked Shazam. I thought Shazam was a pretty good movie. I thought Aquaman was pretty decent, although we never really seen an Aquaman movie until the ones they made. I thought were pretty good. It's just more of the storylines. Like they try to take a storyline out of a comic book or out of the DC universe and try to revamp it in their own way. And that can just go terribly wrong when it's just follow the comic book and follow the storylines. Like tweak it if you need to, but don't try to be like, oh, I'm going to rewrite the wheel and stuff like that. Like, no, it's no need for it. But for mostly what really caught my attention was the project was budgeted for 80 million and stuff like that, and it went over its budget for 90 million, which is like
damn,
which is like 10 million more, which is like in a movie, which is not really unheard of because it's like a lot of people go over the budget because you come into a lot of gross and then the actors and then what comes on the set. But it seemed like from David Solovey, the Warner Brothers CEO, he shelved the project with a tax write down for 90 million to move. Pretty much, he moved the tax down because it was pretty much for like a tax reason. It was pretty much moved down and pretty much cost 90 million due to COVID protocols. So they met their budget, but another 10 million was added on it due to COVID protocols. And it's pretty much just seems like they're just going to do this and do it as a tax write-off. Like, oh yeah, we messed up. Like this is going to be blown under the wind. Like people are probably still going to get paid for their time on being on set. But it just seems like right now that they probably heard it was really going to be bad. You got a really bad review on it. So they're pretty much, what can we do? Oh, we'll just do it as a tax write-off. We'll just say we just lost $90 million, just making a movie, which it sounds ridiculous to you and I because 90 million is a lot of money, but to them, that's like $90. So, but yeah, DC has to do something not quick, but they have to do something smart with becoming their own universe and stuff. And me personally, I think they try to do too much Marvel stuff. And this is why I always tell people like DC and Marvel are two different universes. You can't compare DC and Marvel, where Marvel is more of that, like the spaceships, galaxy out there type thing, where DC is more realistic. Like people can relate to Batman a little more like they can with freaking Incredible Hulk. It's just, I think they just have to get more true with the storyline and more true with the character. I think they just got to stop trying to reinvent the wheel and just make a DC movie.
All right, so moving on to Warner Brothers CEO David says that they are working on a 10-year plan for the DC cinematic universe. Will be similar to what Kevin Feige is doing with the MCU. Like I said before, The Marvel gave you the blueprint. Start with your big phase one, do Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, all these people at first. Make a story where they all come together and then work your way up to, Dark Side. You know what I mean? But to this day, Man of Steel, in my opinion, was a phenomenal Superman movie. How in the blue hell did Shazam get a sequel before Man of Steel? Batman vs Superman is not a Superman sequel. It's just an introduction to the DCU, in my opinion. Now, when I talk about Batman vs Superman, it should have been a two-part movie. The first part should have been Batman vs Superman. I'm okay with that. To introduce them, Wonder Woman, and all the metal people like Flash and Aquaman. I'm okay with that. Then part three could have been later down the road. Like I said before, Man of Steel, people did not like Superman. They hated him at first. And at the end, obviously, they loved him for saving Metropolis. Then you kill him in a second movie? No, give him more meaning. Wait till like the second, third phase, maybe like 10 years from now. You kill him with Doomsday. That would have had a greater effect. Just how when Captain America died in Iron Man, 10 years later, it was like, holy shit. It hit everybody like, damn, they died. And it had a big impact. To me, Superman dying in Doomsday did not know it has zero impact on me. Did it have a big impact for you? Real quick.
No, no, it didn't.
Okay. Then we talk about Wonder Woman. Her movie Solo, it was a great movie. I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot. And after that, you jump. I think Justice League came out. That was a rush job. Unfortunately, Zack Snyder,
Oh
his
yeah.
daughter, his daughter died of suicide, and then he had Josh Whedon who just fucked it up. I'm gonna be honest with you. Then he had Aquaman. I think it was an average movie. It was okay. Then he had the husband beater Amber Heard in it, and then Flash. Flash movie has been announced since 2013. We're going on 2023 soon. It's been 10 years, and Ezra Miller has been off the wall, just causing pure mayhem to the point like they're forced their hand to we gotta cancel you, dude. Once the movie is done being released, you're done being a Flash. And the Batgirl now canceled. The Blue Beetle, I don't know too much about it. It's gonna be canceled. Not canceled, but it's gonna be a flop. Shazam 2, I'm not a fan of it. Man of Steel got a sequel. Black Adams, it looks pretty good. That right there looks
Yeah.
like a good movie, and that right there can possibly save the DCU. In my opinion, I think the DCU should take a 5-year break, let everything go, take a breather, everybody, let people forget what the hell happened to you guys, and start back fresh up. If you want to recast everybody, recast everybody. Just do a reboot. At this point right here in the game, you guys are too deep of a failure right now. And the guys, you're still falling 20 steps behind Marvel. Marvel right now is going forward and forward and forward and forward, while DCU can't even get their bike running right now still. What's your thoughts on the 10-year plan and the DCU overall?
I mean, I'm excited for the 10-year plan. It's like I was saying before, they have to try to stop reinventing the wheel. Like if you're gonna do an actual Flash movie and stuff like that, like stick to the actual comic books and everything that's in there. Like don't try to like recreate a story and bring in new characters that don't even have no meaning to it and stuff like that. I I want to see like how the 10-year DC universe is gonna go, but at the same time, like you were saying, you can see how it's gradually like they're hard to get that bike started. So I would like to see it, but at the same time, I would like to see them also hold back, like you're saying, like try to regroup themselves. But I think Black Adam is going to actually come into works for them. I think it's going to actually help give it a little kickstart. I think the new Batman that just came out this previous, I think that was also a help kickstart for it. It was actually a lot better than people anticipated, and I think right there, them two movies, you can build a new wave of DC universe and stuff like that, and try to recreate that first wave if you need to. But they just got to stop being so political with stuff. Like that's what's really killing them. Like Warner Brothers is being too political with their movies and putting stuff in there that people really don't care or don't really want to see. And at the same time, it's like just do the story, make the story right. Try quit taking part of the story and then revamp it into your own story. Like nobody really wants to see that anymore. It's just stick to the script. That's all they have to do is legit stick to every blueprint that's out there for DC. Like you can go back to all the comic books and go through them, and you can make tremendous movies. But they keep shooting themselves in the foot until they stop. They're just going to be in the same position.
Pretty much, and some dark days for the DCU. Let's be honest with each other. Some really, really dark days. While Marvel is just Having you ever seen that meme where it's Squidward looking outside and you see SpongeBob and Patrick just running around? That's how it is in DCU right now. They're just looking like, damn, Marvel's having a lot of fun right now. All right, so moving on to the TV section. Tyler, I don't know if you have seen Games of Thrones, but the House of Dragons, the prequel to the Games of Thrones, was I think 300 years where the Targaryens rule reign over Westeros. And I'll put the picture up here. You guys see Daemon Targaryen when he's all armored out. If you guys never seen Berserk, he looks like Griffin right here, where his armor looks pretty sick. His helmet has a dragon head right now, and it looks really, really good. Also, the showrunner Miguel says 19 of 17 dragons will be shown in season 1. I am all for more dragons. If you guys don't know who Miguel is, he's a showrunner who did the probably top 5 best episodes of Games of Thrones history, even TV history. If you guys haven't seen the Battle of Bastards, he filmed that. The Red Wedding, that was truly phenomenal. Also, he did the Night War, Night King, that was really great as well too. So Miguel has, proven himself that to be true somebody who's capable of putting out great episodes. And I'm really excited for House of Dragons will be released. I think 3 weeks. Let's go, baby. Have you seen Game of Thrones at all, Tyler?
Actually, I have not. I'm actually one of the minorities right there that actually have not seen Game of Thrones. Surprisingly, it's something I always wanted to get into. It's just one of those things. I know from what I hear from people, there's a lot of dialogue. It's one of those. It's almost like I hear it's kind of like Breaking Bad. There's a lot of dialogue. There's a lot of things you have to follow and understand. One episode could be a dialogue, and the next episode is gonna be crazy. What follows up with the dialogue, which I love. I love TV shows like that. It's just more like I just have to sit down and watch it and actually just like invest time into it. And right now, I'm actually investing time in The Sopranos, so like see how that goes.
So going to the side conversation, I've been contemplating about watching Sopranos because I just heard phenomenal things. Even when I was a kid, like people talk about Sopranos, like they're going to Sopranos. I'm like, you know what? I think it's that time to give it a shot. What have you saw so far that you think is really good?
Of what, Sopranos?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I remember watching it like when it first came out. When it first came out in '99, it was really big. My mom used to watch it all the time. My dad used to watch it all the time, and we had the DVDs collection. I would watch them, and now that I'm older, I want to watch and understand the storylines more. Now that I'm older and understanding the storylines, it's fucking phenomenal. Like you can see why people like this was probably one of the legit first TV shows of that era to actually boom the TV shows, and you can see why it was such a popular hit. It's a really good show. You would definitely like it.
I'll definitely be checking out soon. All right, next up, officially, Better Call Saul Image featuring Bryan Cranston and Aaron Paul. They're returning for their roles as Heisenberg and Jesse. People don't know Better Call Saul is a prequel to Breaking Bad, and I'm all for Heisenberg and Jesse making a comeback. Breaking Bad for me is easy and one of my top 3 shows of all time. That could be debate for another time. I got Games of Thrones, Breaking Bad, and Sons of Anarchy in my top 3 of all time. And eventually, I want to do a rewatch of Breaking Bad. Once I do that, I will be watching Better Call Saul. Have you watched Better Call Saul?
I seen a couple episodes like when it first came out, but again, it's one of those shows I never really invested my time into. And like you were saying, I feel like I have to watch like Breaking Bad just to watch like Better Call Saul because it's gonna lead to the point where you're seeing Saul get into his stuff before he meets Heisenberg. Then when he meets Heisenberg, then you know what goes and he pretty much knows what happens from there. Yeah. So it's actually one of those things I actually just have to invest my time into.
Crazy to say that, like I've been seeing some comments on Twitter where people are saying that Better Call Saul is almost as better than Breaking Bad. I'm like, what?
That's a little far fetched, isn't it?
What?
I mean, I never seen it, but
I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna judge yet. I'm gonna rewatch Breaking Bad. And I'm gonna hop on Better Call Saul. So from there, I'll get my judgment on that. So that's it for our show today, guys. Like I said before, DC has been effing up, and they're still effing up. Like I said before, I still believe that they should take a 5-year break. But Tyler, I greatly appreciate you being on the show and giving me your thoughts on the DC. So where can they find you at again?
You can find me at TM Catering LLC.
Also hit that subscribe button. We're officially on the road to 1,000. This is Culture News.